look at the past and you could see how prices like to relate to one another. Okay? Prices love to relate to one another. When you understand that, the battle is 95% done. So when I look at a market like this, a lot of times I'll just take, um, oops, I'll do something like this. I'll do something else also like this. And then I take that length and I go right here like that. All right. So here, okay, parallel line right there, and you can see how it comes in. I also then go low to high. So I like to also look at the market in this dynamic also, where you have multiple levels of commonality coming together, where you have this length duplicated here plus a Fibonacci from low to high. I also look at zones. I would have looked at here. I look at here. Mostly from the 786 down to the 100% zone, really more of a sweet spot. That excess, after it fails maybe a 618, that excess that comes down 786, 886, 100% of the zone, really that becomes a real important area. All right, when you're looking at price relationships, you want to get as much to zero as 100% as possible. Then you pull in your Fibonacci from other locations, and like this right here, down. You got to excuse me for some of the terminology I use. I'm just trying to express to you some ideas while we're just sitting here looking at some charts. So let's take a look. Okay, you look at the market, it sells off, right? Okay, and then the next move up. So let's clone this. Right, where is the next move? Market sells off. Okay, does it even make it? Not really. Does it make it? Not really. Does it make it? Yes, 100%. Okay, you understand? And you can also look at this as little Fibonacci, Elliott waves. I'm not going to get into that. Just the price action. Just the price action alone on how this actually relates. All right, right there. Okay, so obviously it didn't hit. I'm sure if we put a 0.23 right there like that, yay, magical, it works. So it's not going to work every single time, and you got to have that kind of patience to understand it. But when you're looking at the market in terms of price relationship, that's what I do. I've been doing this for a very, very long time, and it honestly, it works very well. So here, all right, I would then check it against the next move down. Okay, so you see how that almost comes in with a little bit of 100% right there. So let's take a look here and this. Literally almost identical length, okay? Almost identical length. It's off a little bit, but you get the point. And you throw some Fibonacci. You see how everything can come into play together. All right? So something to play with, something to look at. You can look at any market, any time frame, and price relationships have been a lot of my bread and butter over the years. You know, you see this right here. Market bounces up. You know, market bounces up. You know, let's clone that. All right, let's just see. Let's just see. Okay. And I don't know what I just did with that one. Okay, just disappeared on me. Anyway, I hope this little video tutorial has given you some insight on maybe a trick or two that you never used before, or maybe you do use them. So just to refresh, market pulls back, goes up, pulls back. Okay, you're looking at, oops. All right, and then you're looking at the Fibonacci between here and here, and also a Fibonacci between its other points. And you try to match everything up. The price relationships and also your Fibonacci levels from the prior swings, and you see where you can get yourself a nice area of commonality to work with, and you'll be surprised much of the time, at least 70% of the time. Don't quote me on exact percentages. The fact is, a high percentage of the time, you're going to find key turning points in the market that you can at least grab 10 pips, 20 pips, 30 pips out of the market and feel safe about it and not have to worry about, are you getting stopped out, or worrying, did you go in too early or go in too late? All right, so something to think about. Glad you spent the last 15 minutes with me, Mike.